So the last video was a bit of a mind blower for sure. I made my way to the Twins, and like Brittle Hollow before it, I just could not believe the amount of stuff there is to see and explore there. This game is absolutely massive. It just feels like there's infinite exploration to do, and I know that's not even close to true, but holy crap. I mean, I've been playing for hours and hours, and not even close to halfway done exploring even the surface level stuff. So we're going back to the Twins today because there is a lot more there that I wanted to see. First of all, I want to buckle up and get into space. We're going to be heading for the Twins, which are usually down by the sun. Perfect. Nope, put that away. I'm not even sure if I want to head... Yeah, I do want to head to the Ember Twin first. I want to see... I really want to see what's at the bottom of the northern lake bed. Ooh, we're coming in mighty warm here. Let's bring the speed all down here. Cool. And come back in. Which one's the North Pole? It's a little hard to tell. Wow, so it hasn't even started spewing sand yet. Interesting. Aha, here's our camp on the North Pole. And, I mean, I guess we're going to want to park the ship up high. Wow, that was exceedingly close. Let's bring this up, and we'll just pop it down right in here. Good. Oops. Got our suit on, so we're not going to die right away. That's very good. And we're going to the North Pole, which is this way. Off we go. I want to try to get down in this lake bed before the sand starts falling. We got low gravity, so falling is relatively safe here. Especially with a little bit of our turbo boost there. And I was just obviously fairly afraid to go down here last time. Oh, mostly because I didn't see a set of stairs that could get me down here safely. I'm assuming this is Nomai construction, although it doesn't look like anything we've seen them build before. Simple stairs, they usually do something more interesting. Okay, and let's try to not get buried in sand, because I hear it coming now. Where am I? Down low. Let's get in here. Ah. Wait, we still got time. We still got time before we get trapped. This may very well be a fool's errand. Because if we get trapped down here, things are going to be very bad for us. Or just as bad, if we get lost down here, things are going to be very bad for us. Sand is rising. This has got to be the cave of the dry lake bed, right? I'm going to give it one more quick look here. No. We're done. We're done with this for now. Huh. Well, I really kind of thought there would be more answers down here. That's the only cave, right? Yeah. Dang. Nothing found yet. I got here as quick as I could, and couldn't find anything. But this is something we're going to keep in mind, because I would love to find Coleus or his body. Either one would be okay. Either way, it seemed important to the Nomai, which means it's probably important to me. And let's not get buried. And last time we were able to ride that sand up, weren't we? Wasn't exactly sure how that was working. But there's also a strange tower on the planet here, but I guess I should just head back to the ship. Still not seeing that tower. Where was that? So it seems like whatever we do here, we're almost going to have to do quickly before we lose everything under the sand. There she blows. This is a very large construction. Bigger than a lot of what we've seen the Nomai doing. Although, by far not the biggest. Let's unbuckle and get out of here. Now, this is more or less just blind exploration. We got no hints to come here, so... You know, that's just how I play games. If you guys are here watching me, I hope you're okay with that. Dang, this goes deep. You pointing at anything? This thing's right on the plane of the ecliptic. Ouch. Ouch. Would you look at this? Do some reading here first. The shuttle is currently resting at the comet. Oh, the comet, huh? Little hints to the comet now. Call the shuttle home. Activate the gravity cannon. Yeah. What does this do? Nothing obvious. Let's call the ship home, though. Well, well, well. Wow. So this is a Nomai ship, huh? Clary, I fear our situation may be dire. Pi, Poke, and I have landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in this star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice and the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. So Poke and Clary are sisters. I'm just going to note that down. Who knows if that's important. Put this away. Look at that. Nomai spacesuit. Pretty badass. And a dead Nomai. Could that be Clary? She said she stayed on the ship. Can we fly this thing? Where are we going? Where is this taking us? We're leaving the twins at a pretty good clip. But to where? Did I just screw myself? I don't know how long I want to wait before the frickin' sun explodes. Although we may be heading for, what's the name of it now? I forget the name of the comet. We're getting pretty far out there. Are we just going into deep space? Hey, there's one of those supernovas that Shirt was telling us about. Cool. The flutes. Flutes of Gabbro, perhaps? He was supposed to be stationed there. There's Rebeck. Oh, lordy, lordy. Don't want to leave. Are we still moving? Huh, the harmonica is also coming from there. Interesting, because remember earlier when I launched my probe into the seed, the dark bramble seed on Timber Hearth, we were getting duplicate signals, like it was coming from two places. And that seems to be the case with the harmonica signal as well. So now what? Now what? What just happened? So I'm not sure how long I wasted here. But now we're back. Back on the Ember Twins, right? Yep. So let me try one more thing. We're gonna try popping it over here first. Nothing. And this just launches us. That sends us back. This launches us. That seems to... Both of these seem to do something. That didn't do anything that time. Okay. I'm afraid this may be a futile effort at the moment. So let's just go ahead and get out of here. And try launching a gravity cannon now that the shuttle is here. See ya. Looks very much like what we've been seeing. The Sunless City. Huh. Kind of thought that would be on a different world from one of those notes we were reading, but then again, I don't know. Oh crap, and there's no way in there. Seeing the ghost matter particles as well. So, you know, wait, wasn't this thing readable before? I wonder what made that thing pop up. The Sunless City. I'm just gonna make a note of that as well, so I can remember where that is in future playthroughs. And I'm gonna get out of here. Pretty close to the ship here. What? Oh Lord. I think I am extremely screwed. Goodbye, my friends. Damn. That could have gone better. I kind of forgot the gravity cannon was still on when I stepped on the platform. So, I guess you live and learn. That thing shot me straight into the sun. I actually almost hit the interloper. That's what he's called. That's what the comet's called. Almost smacked into the interloper there, which would have been interesting. And due to some of the hints I was finding, is probably going to be... There's that gravity cannon going off. Probably going to be an important destination. But it looks like, since I just fell into the sun, we might have a slightly longer episode today. I'm going to go ahead and try to finish these eps on a, you know, every time the cycle restarts naturally. So, because I died here unnaturally, this just gives me more time to explore. Back into space we go. And back to the twins we go. So, nothing, couldn't find anything in the Ember Twins northern lake bed, which was supposed to be a pretty cool spot. Or, not cool, it was supposed to have Coleus's remains in it. But I couldn't find anything. So this time, I am going to sneak my way over to the Ash Twin bright and early and see what I can see. Because right now, there's just this one thing sticking up here. and I'm curious what it is. I mean, probably some part of the, oh boy. Alright, we're good. I'm assuming that this is some part of the underground base here. It's just a way out. Damn. I didn't think there would be a way in or out of this. Okay. And what was it called? I'm already freaking forgetting all this stuff. I've learned about so many Nomai facilities in the past little bit here that I just don't even know. Let's see. What was it called? Let's double check. Oh wow, we found a lot of stuff there on that little one. Subsurface energy readings. I'm gonna get back to that. The Ash Twin project. Yeah. Okay. So let's head across the gap here. And we'll aim for some Nomai ruins that we haven't explored yet. And out we get. Got our spacesuit on so we don't die. That's always a good thing. Again, I wish we could leave the ship lights on. That would be cool. Wow. Not messing around with this staircase, huh, guys? Oh, and I'll just make my way right down here. There is a high energy research lab that's supposed to be on the equator of this world. Of the Ember. So I still haven't found out if these are return portals as well, or if they're kind of one-way things. But that's all it seems to be. It seems to be receiving platforms for the White Hole station. What have we got here, huh? Sunless City, 300 meters. Down this way? See if we can find another way into the Sunless City. Because we found one way, and it was not working. So let's see what we can find here. This thing is absolutely huge. Big old reflective surface of something. Let's follow this energy cable. Ghost matter. Sunless City, 120 meters. And this looks pretty bad. There we go. I don't see a way through that. Damn. Is there any more ways into the Sunless City? Cruising right around the equator here. At least we found a little bit of life. And wasn't this a quick and easy way to get to the other planet? No. And now we're in a pretty good amount of trouble. Yep, this is not great as well. Get me up to somewhere I can stand, please. Alright, we made it out. And how How far around did we come here? Pretty dang far. Looking around. So we kind of cruised all the way along this thing, huh? Yeah, and here we are back at this odd contraption, which may be some sort of a power station. Obviously it's going to the hidden city here, or Sunless City? Sunless City, that's the one. There's more to see up here. Right, we've been here. This was the, we've seen this place, both from the scrying pool and otherwise. Raimi, note, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the Whitehole Station. Raimi and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong, so although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. Inviting Satan inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. An update, the High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Well, shit. Found the lab. And here's the Sunless City entrance again. Just let this massive thing roll right on past. So, I don't know if we're going to eventually find a way to get past ghost energy. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to eventually find a way to get past that, or if I'm just missing some way to get past it right now. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything, like perhaps another way into the Sunless City down here, because this is a pretty major Nomai construction, it seems like. But this is just kind of boring-ass canyons. Yeah, screw this. I've seen plenty of canyons on this planet. Wait, where was this one leading? This canyon. Yeah, when I said screw this, I was kidding, of course, because I really wanted to see all these escape pods. Whatever vessel they were coming from was large. Very large. And this is the beacon, is it not? Escape pod 2. Ship is again broken down. But we can get inside. Oh, there's still some power coming from here. Oh yeah, it's going to the escape pod, that's right. Need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Roos, our escape pod's passengers are afraid, but physically well. Just writing down more names. Nona, everyone survived the crash. That's a relief at least, but you have my gratitude. Burr, were you able to find the other escape pod's distress signals? I can hear both signals somewhere in this star system, but I don't believe either escape pod has crashed on the same planet as us. Alright. Pods. And we've got some data here. Begin flight log. Escape pod 2 vessel has been mortally injured. See, that's what I was saying last episode about these living spaceships. Been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Now launching 3 and 2. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external temperature. Scan complete. External temperature is prohibitively high. Verdict inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on planet surface. They had worse luck here than the ones that crashed elsewhere. But would you look at this? Melleray. The heart of the heat from this star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. Sorry, I was trying to handwrite Melleray while reading that. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans show is a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter in Nona, but these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, there's still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone, and be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Yeah, you got no idea. Okay. Emergency escape hatch. Ah, yes. I blew one of those off the other ship. Keep moving, friends. There's nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. While these rocks are interesting, they can wait for a less urgent time. So, not that way. Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Coleus and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of ways to go down here. We found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct a long-term shelter there. The cavern Melore found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourself to be buried by sand and make sure no one is lost. Alright, so I think we found the way into the Sunless City. Let's keep moving. I know there's a lot more to read, but I want to get here before the sand fills up. Fuel level critical. Fucking perfect. Path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Damn, I don't think we made it here in time. Almost certain we didn't make it here in time. Okay. Next time. But we know that the escape pod on the surface of Ember Twin is the way to the Sunless City. I just barely made it up here. And we're like out of fuel now. So you know what? While we're down here, and maybe without the fuel to get up, let's check this out. Coleus and Melore were saying there is a horror that lives down here. Jesus, that's scary. Oh, terrifying. There is truly a horror that lives down here. How do you get in there? Okay, we got our scout back. So there were some huge life forms on this planet. And nothing down this passageway, right? You guys weren't lying to me? Nope. They don't lie to me. And let's get back out of here. If we can. Very low on fuel. Using oxygen as a propellant. Shit. And we're gone. Whew. Another death in space. Damn. But we learned a lot. I'm going to take some notes here while I kind of talk through what we just saw. On Ember Twin, we found that the escape pod punched into the caves and led them to the Sunless City. Right now, the Sunless City is the only way to get into the High Energy Research Lab. So that may be our next goal. I know we all want to get back to the Ash Twin project, because I'm sure there's important stuff in there. But right now I want to get to the High Energy Research Lab. I know that they were experimenting with time and the nature of causality, which is all stuff that I want to learn more about. If we could find a way to buy ourselves a couple more minutes on each of these cycles, that would be good. I mean, every time I've died, I've just had tons of stuff to explore right around me, and having another minute or two would be awesome. We even get a little bit of information about the fish there. Sunless City. So this rumor, seek shelter in the caves beneath their crashed escape pod. Long-term shelter site at the end of one of the passages. Yeah, so we'll try exploring that quickly on our next one. One of 3 Nomai escape pods that crashed. All 3 escape pods were launched from the vessel. Found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. Yep, that's true. The Hanging City. Yeah, that's still a lot to find. The shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. 2 of the Nomai located a fissure in the ice on the interloper's sunward side. They descended inside to investigate. The Nomai landed on the interloper not long after its arrival in the solar system. The shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Clary, the Nomai who stayed behind, lost contact with the other 2 after they descended below the interloper's surface. Huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I recalled a Nomai shuttle from the interloper. Cool, so that shuttle did in fact come from the interloper. Doesn't go back there, it just gets launched. High energy lab. Only be accessed from the Sunless City, right? Nomai named Coleus mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. Yep. Now the sun station is there. Interesting. As is White Hole. These weren't originally on our little map here. Ah, and the Quantum Moon. Many Nomai went on a pilgrimage. Yeah, we've read all this. Just information about the Quantum Moon. Okay, guys. We've got so much to explore. I'm kind of losing it over here. But we'll be back next time with a little more. I also know I said earlier in this episode that I'd be trying to end the EPs on a natural end of the cycle. And I just died from running out of oxygen again. So, I lied. Deal with it. Joking, of course, but we're coming up right on half an hour here, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love responding to your comments, so especially do that. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time.